be like them when you just could be you? Why be like them when you just could be you? You can't worry about what they doing, you gotta be you. You can't worry about what they doing, you gotta be you. Be you.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the BU podcast. This is Tanya Harris, and I am your host. I am sitting here today with Libby with Your Inner Yogi. How you doing, Libby?
I'm doing good. How are you, Taya?
Great, great, great. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you and Your Inner Yogi?
Yes. Your inner yogi is, well, I guess you asked about me first. uh, so easy to jump into your inner yogi. I'm originally from Jersey, and I moved to Memphis, and I've been in Memphis for about maybe in like 2005. Since 2005, I've been in Memphis, I believe.
Okay.
And just I'm a person that I tend to reject traditional like ideals and ideas of what a woman should be. And so just daily I try to be my best um my best self and be true to myself. And so and that's in every aspect of my life. So that's in, as a mom, as a wife, as a daughter, as a business owner. And I say this, and I want to start with that, is because that's what your inner yogi is. Your inner yogi is a space where you're allowed to be true to you. So there are no expectations, there are no judgments of who you should be in order to take a space on the yoga mat, right? Yoga is truly accessible to everyone. And so, just from my own personal beliefs of not wanting to be boxed in, I wanted to offer a space that allowed people this openness and freedom to just explore themselves.
Okay.
So so that's what your inner yogi is. So your inner yogi, we're now we recently, since COVID, transitioned from our brick and mortar space. We were located downtown, and now we're completely online. And our business model is now online, as well as within the community. So we always held a heavy mission um, that was focused on the community. And so now we just kind of have that space now that we're not restricted to one location. We have the opportunity now to expand globally, to move around within the community just a little bit more. So we're really, really excited about that.
Okay. Okay. So when did you start Your Inner Yogi?
So your inner yogi um started in 2015. Your Inner Yogi started as a personal blog of mine.
Okay.
And then from that, it was a space where we offered yoga classes within our art gallery.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the art gallery, we transitioned to the physical studio. And so with every transition, um, and in a way that your inner yogi evolved, it was truly divinely guided. So it was like at this space when it's like, okay, we need to connect with more people, or we need to reach more people, or we need to, so it was just this evolution of where we are now.
Okay, if you could have given yourself a piece of advice or any type of knowledge you wish you had learned before you started, what would it be?
Don't try to do everything.
Oh.
Oh, like I think in the beginning, and I guess I'm referring to, so my first business was actually not your inner yogi. I've been in business in some form since 2003.
Okay.
So early on, I feel like I took way too much on. I wanted to do everything. I wanted everything at one time. Like I wanted it all. I wanted to be able to do this, and I put so much on myself, and I didn't have a support system.
Okay.
And so I think, like I just would have, told myself. And honestly, I don't even know if I would have listened to somebody else would have told me because I'm the type of person I just need to learn from experience. But I took way too much on, and it was overwhelming, and it was exhausting. And so I don't think this time around with Your Inner Yogi, it was totally different. It's because I pulled from the resources and the people I've had. Like Your Inner Yogi's success isn't because of me. Or if we want to say it is because of me, it's because I knew that I didn't make Your Inner Yogi. Like Your Inner Yogi is a community space. And so I pulled from my community. I pulled those resources. I connected with people and teachers and asked for help. Like I think we can't be afraid to ask for help.
Right.
Is and so yeah, that's what I would have, wish, or if somebody would have told me, a piece of advice is that you can't do it all.
Okay.
Um, and I think we need to know that, especially as women, like we're not super women, we're human, and you can't do it all.
Okay. So, what would you say the importance of yoga is? Do you think that's something we should, adapt to in
Yes,
our daily life, or?
yes, 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 yes. Yoga is, man, yoga, the essence of yoga is breathing.
Okay.
So we all, if we weren't breathing, we wouldn't be alive right now, right?
Mhm.
And so, but yoga teaches you how to breathe. Through yoga, I started practicing in 2007,
Mhm.
and from then to now, you can ask anyone. Like to them, I'm a totally different person, but I'm the same person. I just evolved and I've cultivated, and that's through yoga. And so just learning how to breathe, that essence of like taking deep, full breaths,
Okay.
it gives you life. And so definitely we all need yoga because we're constantly on the go. And I know since COVID, things have shifted for some people, but before COVID, and maybe even now, we're always in a rush to get to the next place. We're in a rush to do the next thing. Instead of just allowing ourselves to be present in the moment. And that's what yoga teaches you. So I definitely believe that yoga is essential for everyone's health and well-being, because we need to slow down. Instead of reacting, you want to respond.
Okay.
Like if someone and it's about being mindful,
Okay.
right? So if someone offends you, instead of automatically cursing them out or going off on them or popping off, just sitting with that of, okay, how does this make me feel?
Mhm.
Because I think it's really easy for a lot of us to respond with violence, or because we're offended, I'm sorry, because we're offended, we want to offend the person. But if you just come from a space of just compassion and just understanding, we're all going through something and we don't know what the
Yes.
next person is going through. So this person may have popped off on me just because of whatever may happen 5 minutes before they encounter,
Yes.
me. Like it's not always personal. Sometimes we like to think that everything's personal.
Mhm.
But if I'm in my space of centeredness or just mindfulness,
Mhm.
instead of popping off, if I just take a couple of few breaths and maybe just say, you offended me, and then that person may say, oh, that wasn't my intent, I'm sorry. But
Okay.
if I just go off initially off on that person,
Mhm.
at this point we're just going to be back and forth, like. So I just believe, you know just with those subtle things, um you know it's it's just tools that we all can benefit from. And so I know people typically think, when you think yoga, they're thinking yoga poses, yoga asanas, but that's not just what yoga is. Yoga is a lifestyle.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So do you have any events or specials going on?
Yes. So Your Inner Yogi. So we offer classes um week morning, evening, afternoon classes. We are currently hosting a yoga teacher training starting June 9th. So if you're interested in becoming a yoga teacher, you can we're definitely in the place for you to do so. So and we always have tons of things going on. We have YRY Soul Conversations.
Okay.
That's every Friday. And so I just would like to invite everyone to just visit our website. It's your YOUR inner INNER yogi YOGI.com. And our IG page is Your Inner Yogi as well. That's the same as with our Facebook page to view our class schedule and events that's coming up.
Okay, okay. All right. So you beat me to the punch there. Okay. So that's where we can find. Are you do you have a space where you're located at? Or you're doing everything by, I know a lot of people are doing things by Zoom now. So you
Yes, so we offer the online classes and we offer community classes as well. So the community classes are classes within the community where we partner with local businesses or
okay.
corporations, and then we offer those classes as well. And so everything will be on our website. My personal IG is Libby Libby Campo, CAMPO.yoga. So if anybody wanted to reach out to me directly with any yoga questions or concerns, they can feel free to do so.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. So do you have any final thoughts or any advice or tips you'd like to give?
I just think I just welcome everyone to find an easy seated position. And I just want to guide everyone through a gentle guided breath.
Okay.
And so if you just come to an easy seated position, maybe crisscross applesauce,
Okay.
onto the floor, just allow yourself to be grounded and root your sit bones deep into your mat. I'm going to move back so you can actually see me on my yoga mat as well.
Okay.
All right. So as you sit here, or even if you're at work, wherever you are, just allow yourself to be seated. So if you're sitting in a chair, you just want to plant the soles of your feet into the floor. Maybe take your shoes off if you're not barefoot already. And just allow yourself to begin to settle in here. You want to sit upright, so root your sit bones deep into your mat or your chair and lifting through your spine. And roll your shoulders back and down. Maybe place your hands at the tops of your thighs or the fronts of your knees.
Okay.
Take another full breath. And on your next exhale, just simply close your eyes. And continue to breathe, just tuning into your breath, the natural flow of your breath. And now begin to deepen your breath, taking full deep inhales and exhales only through your nose. I'm going to guide you here. So on your next inhale, allow yourself to begin to expand the belly. Notice the heart rise. And take a pause at the top of this breath. And take a slow, steady exhale through your nose. Noticing the heart softening and the belly empty, completely releasing. Again, taking a full deep inhale, expanding the belly, maybe like a balloon. Imagine this balloon expanding wide. Maybe your heart is following. And taking a pause at the top of that breath. And on your exhale, slowly begin to release and let go, softening. One more breath like this, a deep inhale, expanding, feeling whole and able. Taking a pause at the top of that breath. And on your exhale, slowly begin to release and let go. Softening the heart and the belly. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to open your eyes once again. As I bring my hands to heart center, and I'd like you to do the same, I want to thank you for allowing me to share space with you. Tanya, I want to thank the viewers for sharing this space with us as well. The divine light within me sees, honors, and connects with the divine light within each and every one of you. Namaste. So namaste, thank you. Namaste is it's Sanskrit, and what it means is like a deep, defined sign of respect. So as I bow, I'm just showing you that respect. So thank you, Tanya, very much.
Thank you. And namaste to you too. I appreciate it. I will practice that so I can get in my good seating position when we get off air. Thank you so much, Libby. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And thank you all for tuning in to the BU podcast. Support Libby Campo at yourinneryogi.com. Support the podcast. And I salute your business. Have a great day.
Bye.
Why be like that when you just could be you? Why be like